Hello again. Welcome back. Today we are going to dive into one of the most important parts of Python, which is data structures. So what are data structures? Data structures are basically like different types of containers. You use different ones based on what you need to store. A backpack, a basket, a shelf, or a locker. Let's learn how to use them one by one. First up, we have lists. Lists are like backpacks. You can throw anything in them, books, water bottles, snacks, and they stay in order. Here is a sample list. The list name is fruits, and this is how you mention a list in square brackets, and you separate the items of a list by comma. And then we have set print fruits. So when we run it, it has printed out the list. So basically lists are ordered. The stuff stay in the same order we have put in. They're changeable. You can add or remove items from a list, and you can also have duplicates in a list. You can access items from a list also. Let's see all of this one by one. Let's say we want to see what's the first item in the list. Now here is the thing. Basically when you are looking at the first item, you start from 0. Like the first item will be at position 0, the second item will be at position 1, the third item will be at position 2. So you have to basically first item position 0, you have to subtract 1 from its position. For example, second position, it will be 1. You have to mention 1 here. Let's say what it prints out, and it said apple. If I say 1, it will print out uh, the second item of the list. It has printed out banana. You can also add something to the list. For example, I say, let's remove this part of the code, and I say fruits dot append, and in the brackets I'll say mango. Sorry, mango. Now let's print out the list again. Oh, I have basically mentioned it after the print statement. So fruit was this. When it printed out after the print statement, it appended it, and we have not printed out fruits after this. So let's say print fruits. Let's run this code, and you can see before mentioning this part of the code, it printed out this one. And when I said fruits.append and mango, it has added mango at the end of the list. So the new list is this. You can also change something in the list. For example, let's remove this code. I say fruits. I want to change something at position, let's say 1. Okay, position 1. Remember, it will change the second item from the list position, and I say it is orange. And let's print out fruits. Now you can see the position the position 1, which is the second item in the list, it has been changed from banana to orange. You can also remove something from the list. Let's say fruits dot remove banana. You can see there is no banana here. First of all, we printed out fruits. It was this thing. And after we mentioned this part of the code, we printed it again. And here we do not have banana in here. Next, we have tuples. Tuples are like sealed containers. Once you put stuff in, you can't change it. Let's have an example of a tuple. Let's say colors is equal to, we mentioned tuples with a bracket. Instead of a square bracket, we use a regular bracket, and we say blue, and we say green. This is a tuple. Okay, now this is the same. If I want to print out the first item, I will say print colors 0, and it will print out red, right? But I cannot change what is inside of this thing, this tuple. Once it is formed, it will remain the same. I cannot change it. For example, let me try. Let's say I want to change the position 0, color position 0, sorry, it's colors position 0 is equal to yellow. And I'll print it, it will say yellow. Tuple item does not support item assignment. This is because you cannot change anything in a tuple once it has been made. You have to use tuple whenever you are using some data that you do not want to change after in the code. Once you have specified it, you do not want to change it. Next, we have dictionaries. Dictionaries are like lockers with labels. Instead of remembering item positions, you just use names to find stuff. For example, here is a sample dictionary. We have the dictionary student, and you have to write it like this. Then we have curly brackets. And then inside this, we have key value pairs. So this is a key, and this is its value. For example, we say name, age, 21, age is 21, name is Ali, grade is A. Now I can use this print statement, print student name, and I'll get Ali. Let's, yes, I got Ali. I can also say age, and it will print out the age of the student. You can see it printed out 21. Just like lists, we can also change something in a dictionary. Let's say I want to change the age of the student. I will say age is equal to 22. Now let's print student age. Let's see what happens. Now the age is 22. It printed out 22. I have changed the age. I can also add another key value pair. For example, I say student major is equal to biology. Now if I print this, now I also have a key value pair as major, which is biology. Dictionaries are awesome when you need to describe something with multiple details. The benefit of dictionaries is that you do not have to remember the exact position of something. You can just know the key and it will give you the value. For example, it is much easier to remember that we have to get the student name, student, and it will be right in the bracket as name, then remembering that student name is on position 0, and then age is at position 1, grade is at position 2. It would be very difficult for us to remember it like that. So that is why we have dictionaries, we have key value pair, and we do not have to remember what is the position of the thing we are trying to find. We can just type in student name and we'll get the student name. So that is why dictionaries are handy. For completion's sake, we also have sets, which are like baskets with no duplicates. Personally, I have never used sets in my code, and I do not think they're used much. But for completion's sake, I am telling you about this. Sets are like baskets. They do not allow duplicates. You can throw items in, but it doesn't care about the order. Let's print out this set. It will give us this. You can also add something. You can also remove something, just like we did with the lists. So like I can say my set dot add. You can add, I can say orange. You can say, sorry, you can say my set dot remove, and you can remove banana. Let's print it out again. Print my set, and you can see it was first apple, banana, apple, cherry. It did not allow duplicates, so that is why we have cherry, apple, banana. Then we added orange. it added orange, and then we removed banana, so it removed banana, and now we have this set. Here is a mini challenge for you. First of all, you will create a list that includes 3 tasks you want to do. It will be a to-do list. Then you'll create a tuple. The tuple should be called my birthday, and it should have your birthday, month, and year. Then you can create a set. The set will be called my favorite books, and it should have 5 book names. Include duplicates and then see how it handles those duplicates. You can create a dictionary which you can call as my profile, and you will create key value pairs like this. Name, you will enter your name inside this. Age, you'll add your age. Keys, city, and the value will be your city. And then you'll add hobbies, and you will add 2 hobbies which you have. And then you'll include a student, and it will be a boolean like true or false. And then you can print them all out and see what happens. So this is all what you need to do in the mini challenge for today. I hope you learned a lot today, and best of luck for your next lectures, and I hope to see you in the next lecture.